Hey guys, welcome back to the Animation and Gaming Group channel. Today we are going to be breaking down One Piece chapter 1094 further, specifically the reveal of Saint Saturn Devil Fruit. So spoiler warning for One Piece chapter 1094. So in chapter 1094, Saint Jay Garcia Saturn stepped into the battlefield on Egghead and finally use his power, which, while even though we're not introduced properly of what his devil fruit power is, we can safely assume it's based off of Ushi-Oni, which one of the yokai from the Japanese folklore. So I'm thinking, what if all the Gorosei has a yokai-like powers? Stay with me here. Did you remember on chapter 1085 where Sabo fought all 5 of the Gorosei and were shown the Gorosei transform, but at the time, all that were revealed is the shape of the transformation, but blacked out. The reason why I think that the Gorosei could be based off of yokai is because Sabo's word after seeing the Gorosei transformation is that who would have thought hell was located at the top of the world? It probably means that they all have devilish form or form that could be related to an evil creature. And if we do pay close attention to the creature shadow from chapter 1085 and compare it to the chapter 1094 that we got of Saint Jay Garcia Saturn form, we can be sure about one thing. Before we're shown the shadow of the Gorosei transform, we're actually showed the order where the Gorosei standing in 2 panels. And judging from the panel where they are sat and then they transform, we can see that the most left shadow matches of Saint Saturn transformation were shown on chapter 1094. So based on that, let's match the rest of the shadow with the other 4 Gorosei member. Leftmost shadow that look like an Oni, as we already know, is Saint Jay Garcia Saturn, and the one beside him, which look like a giant creature, is what most likely is Saint Separate Jupiter shadow, and next to him, the creature with the ring cloud around his neck, which I'm quite sure to be the cloud that awakened Zoan has, like Luffy, Kaku or Lucci. That creature would be Saint Ethan Baron V Nasurujo. And on the right side, we have a bird-like creature, that would be Saint Marcus Mars. And the rightmost creature with the wing-shaped ears would be Saint Topman Warkuri. So there's a book called the Bakemono no E, which was a scrolls that contains drawing of yokai's folklore from all over Japan. And from looking at it and matching it with the shadow of the Gorosei, we can see a few yokai creatures that matches Gorosei shadows close enough. So as we know, the leftmost creature with the Oni head will be Saint Jay Garcia Saturn, which looks like the Ushi-Oni yokai. The Ushi-Oni in the Japanese folklore like to terrorize people, and it has an Oni head and the upper body of an ox and the legs of a spider. And it's also said in the lore that when a hiker or traveler makes an eye contact with the Ushi-Oni, the person cannot avert his or her gaze, and the person's soul or energy is drained, and they will die, which is similar to what happened to the marine that looked at Saint Saturn. Moving on, the person besides Saint Saturn, which is Saint Jupiter, who looked like a huge 4-leg creature, could be the Honengyo. The Honengyo yokai is described as a large reptile-like monster that has a thick snake-like scales, and I believe this yokai is inspiration of Godzilla. And the Honengyo powers is not much known other than that they are versatile in the water and has a jaw that could crush battleship. And if we apply this to One Piece, the Honengyo may have a Logia-like power with water as its element, and I like to imagine that if this devil fruit do exist, it'd be a better version of the axolotl Zoan fruit. And next, the tall creature with the Zoan awakened cloud would be Saint Ethan Baron V Nasurujo. His shadow looks a lot like the yokai Yume no Seirei, and there are 2 main reasons I chose this yokai to represent Saint Ethan Baron form. The first reason is because Saint Ethan Baron form is one of the form that still has a silhouette of a human, which match the Yume no Sere, and also the second reason why I think Saint Ethan Baron could be the yokai Yume no Sere is because the image of Yume no Sere is used to illustrate the god of poverty, Bimbogami, and that happens to align with Saint Ethan Baron position in the world government, which is the war god of finance. Next, the left panel, the bird-like creature would be Saint Marcus Mas, and I believe his yokai form could be the Kotengu, which mainly because this yokai is one of the yokai that has a bird-like form, and this yokai is a solitary yokai that prefers to stay in his lair and will attack and rampages on village if its lair is disturbed. And I can see that this parallels Saint Marcus' position as the war god of environment. And lastly, the leftmost creature with the wing-like ear would be Saint Toman Warkuri. He could be the yokai Mbaku. Oops, sorry I said the wrong name. He should be the yokai Baku. And I'll be clear, the reason why I chose this yokai is because I believe in the silhouette of Saint Topman transformation in both panels. It seems like the creature has an elephant-like trunks on both panels, and its wing-like ear is also closely similar to the Baku ears that has a tapir ears. And the Baku is actually said to be a powerful forces of good and a being that protects mankind. So it really doesn't match the other yokai which is considered as evil beings. However, Saint Topman position is the war god of legislation, and it probably makes him the Gorosei that dealt with peace talks along the world government country members. So, what do you think of these possibilities? Of course, it's just a theory, and each of the Gorosei could be based off of different creatures from all over the world. But I like to think that they're all based off of evil creature and mythos based on Sabo impression of them. And that is all for this video. What are your thoughts on Saint Jay Garcia form? What do you think the other Gorosei forms could be? Let me know in the comment, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you did, and I'll be posting more One Piece content in the future as I'll be reviewing the next One Piece chapter as soon as it's out. See you guys next time. Bye.